Hi everyone. So I had a very important and powerful dream this morning, in the middle of the night, early in the morning. This dream that I received it because I was asking our Lord what my purpose was and to reveal my purpose so that I could fulfill it and not falter or fail. So I was praying to Him earnestly, with an earnest heart, to fully do that for Him. And I said to myself last night that I would surrender myself to Him, and that I wanted to do His will and serve my purpose. I think if you're wanting to speak with the Lord, and you have that earnest heart, He'll see it and He'll respond. So the Lord did appear to me in my dream. It was amazing. I did not expect it. I did ask for verification, and I did want in my heart to see Him, but I didn't expect it. And I told Him last night that whatever He wants, whatever His will is, so be it, and that I'm just His servant waiting. I'm just waiting here for Him to call the shots. Just let me know. I'm sitting here waiting. That's what I said. I'm sitting here waiting. So I'm going to do whatever I think is right according to what you put in my heart, and just do my best to serve you with my own mind, from that motivation that you've given me. And if there's anything that you want me to do, well, I'm sitting here and I'm waiting for you to tell me. And I can't do anything without you. So everything right and true is according to you, so I need you for that. So when you're ready to fulfill that, I'm here waiting. So I stated that to Him last night. And when I fell asleep, the Lord appeared to me. He humbled Himself, and He showed his passion and love by actually meeting me like halfway and appearing to me in my dream. It was so amazing. And guys, when I seen Him, I was filled with love, respect, and admiration and awe. It's an overwhelming feeling of so many feelings. It's hard to describe, but I'll tell you what I seen. When I seen His face, it was, and that's what I seen. I seen His face only. It was in all its glory. His face was in all its glory, and it filled like the whole sky that I was looking at, or it wasn't the sky, but it filled like my whole perspective, my whole mind's eye view perspective, as if it was like a projection from my mind, but it filled it, my whole mind, my whole perspective. And I remember knowing and thinking that He was like large, huge, and his face was, it was so majestic. It was extremely powerful, and it emanated glory and light and great power. And as I looked at it, all I felt was immense wisdom. Like, it seemed like these things were alive off of his face, like they were tangible materials in a way to be felt and touched. Like if I could feel knowledge and touch it with my hands, it was on his face. If I could touch glory, it was on his face. If I could physically feel power, it was on his face, and it was like projected off onto me as I was talking to him and as he was talking to me. He had white, longer hair to his shoulders, and it was flowing from his head, full and thick and soft, and he had a soft white beard, and it was full, but it was like trimmed or maintained. Very neat, very orderly, very precise. Everything was perfect. He was perfect. And this picture is very, very similar, not exactly the same, of what he kind of appeared to be, kind of an olive. Seemed like a warm olive type complexion, but it was like very similar to this, but not exactly. This is close, so this is why I want to put this picture up, because it's a good representation. And his face appeared, to my understanding, to possess a type of muscle under the skin. I remember thinking it conveyed to me that the great power and awesome power every inch of his body possessed with ease. So like everything felt strong about him, like every molecule or what have you. And his facial features were a bit stronger than this. They were very chiseled. And wow, it was just overwhelming, his presence. So powerful. It totally made me feel humble when I was talking to him. I felt humble. I felt just awe. It was amazing. So when he appeared before me. He wanted to tell me something. He said to me, "Go now and minister for gathering my people, for the last of the herd needs to be ushered in." And he also told me that I would do this in many ways. And he kept saying, "Go now, usher in my people, the last of my people." Which is a really, it's a serious message. It really, it conveys the last times that we're in right now, he's calling his last people, his last herd. Like, there's not many sheep left. He's gathering the last of them in these days. It's a very important message for everyone to heed, to make yourselves ready. He told me that you have been called. And he communicated these things and knowledge to me. Actually, telepathically. He wasn't speaking with his mouth. It was like telepathic, and information was like kind of subconsciously transplanted to me, I guess. I can't even remember everything that, I can't even consciously remember everything that he told me or like revealed to me, and I'm gonna pray and ask him to reveal more, hopefully, or allow me to remember, because my human mind was so hard to wrap around. I guess I could only take so much at one time. And that's the thing, like, I asked him, how come you haven't spoken to me? Like, I haven't seen you, and I haven't spoken to you, and I haven't spoken to you face to face or seen you until now. And he made me understand that, he helped me understand that my mind would not be able to handle it until now, that he had to prepare me psychologically. And he had to prepare me and condition me psychologically in order to handle seeing him and talking to him. So it's really serious stuff. And that's the thing. He allows us to be conditioned every day for good things and for bad, because he knows that he created us, and he knows the weaknesses of the flesh, and he knows we're very fragile. We have very fragile minds, mental states, and that, like, if they're not treated delicately or prepared properly, that it could lead to like psychotic breakdown or cardiac arrest, and things that he doesn't want us to experience. So a lot of the time he also hides himself from us because of that, because the lack of conditioning that we need to go under before he reveals himself. At least that's what he led me to understand. And I remember when he was talking to me, he had a very serious face, like the one you see here in this picture, but it was very, like, it was stern indecisiveness and conviction, and it seemed pressing, like, for these matters. Like, it was serious stuff that it was business. And this is a time of business, and it's a very serious time. And he's really serious about trying to collect all of his last sheep that are left. One thing's for sure. He stated to me, I am King of Kings, Lord of Lords, and Priest of Priests. I was like, wow, when he said that. very overwhelming, so powerful, like, to feel his presence like that and to hear him say those things. And he told me that I would be serving him as a priest right now, because I asked him, what am I? What do I do? What is my title? What am I supposed to do? He said, you're a priest. You're going to be a priest right now. And that led me to believe right now, when he said right now, it's like that there's more to come, that I'm going to be serving him in other ways. But for now, this is my title and job, which I'm so humble and so grateful for, and for him revealing himself to me and preparing me to receive him, and helping me to prepare myself to receive him. That's the most important thing, which I kept earnestly asking. Kept asking him, purify my heart, make me pure of heart, allow me to see you, help me to see you, help me to serve you, like, at least every day. Multiple times a day, even, but every day for sure. So I think that he was applying that either in this lifetime or like in heaven, like on earth or in heaven, that I'll be having different roles that I have to be playing out for him, completing. I'm not sure what that is, but that's the impression I got when he said that. Wow. I'm just so excited. I'm so touched. So humbled. It's so hard to, I felt like an ant. Like, he definitely, you have to feel, you can't experience him unless you humble yourself. And when when you're in his presence, you're automatically even more humbled. You realize the grace that he gives you because of that. When you feel that, it's, how much he's doing for you and for everyone. He's so amazing. I just feel so much love for him. And seeing his face confirmed all of that. And it made me feel it even more powerful. Now I feel even more powerful love for him, and conviction for him, and duty to him, and service to him. He definitely has that effect. I'm sure a lot of you can vouch for those feelings, for many reasons, because of him. There's also, like, after he said these things, in my dream, I seen his face fading off, like away, like fading out. And then I remember, which was really weird, I remember seeing myself with my left hand, palm out, placed against my forehead, and my right hand, palm in, placed against my heart, which is really strange. And it was like, kind of conveyed to me that this position that I was assuming was allowing me to communicate and see God face to face. Now, I'm not sure if that's just for me, but it seemed personal. It seemed like my personal way to communicate to him. So, like, it was made just for me to communicate to him, my own method. But it was very interesting. It was very interesting. And when I thought about how that was being achieved, I thought, oh, wow, it's kind of like your third eye, you know. And it was like my left hand, the palm of my hand was like placed there to almost project out what image, like, he wanted for my third eye to project out of my hand, almost. Kind of like a projection screen. It was so strange. Between my left hand and the source of using my third eye. And I felt like my right hand was on my heart because that's where Jesus is. He dwells in the heart. He is the heart. He is love. And he emanates love, and he speaks from love, and he speaks to your heart. And I knew that without my heart, I would not be able to, and without love, I would not be able to see or talk to him. And if I didn't tap into that and bring it to my forehead, I would not, like my mind, my third eye, my mind's eye, I would not be able to see him or experience him. Like, I needed that heart, the heart and the love for him, and to allow him to talk to my heart and through my heart, and connect the two, kind of like a battery, like, you know, the positive and negative, connecting the two, my mind's eye with my heart, and then that kind of like circuited to his presence. Like it's what electrically brought on his presence in a way. Like that's the only way I can describe it. That's the best way I can describe it. That the rest of it is beyond me. Maybe like like my right hand was activating my heart, and then it was sending up my left arm, that the love and the and Jesus consciousness or whatever energy sent up through my left arm to my third eye, my forehead, third eye, and projected out of the palm of my left hand. That's like a more procedural, step-by-step understanding of it. But I thought that was really interesting, and I wanted to mention that as well, because God works in very mysterious ways, like far beyond us, and I don't think he's cookie cutter at all. You can't put him in a box and say, oh, he's going to talk to you this way, or he's going to use you this way or that way. It's like, no, there are many ways, like countless. Jesus and Jesus is a God. He's God's son, and they are not. You can't put them in a box. They are infinite. So I just thought it was really cool, really interesting way that he used my mind and used me in that way to see him. And I also wanted to state something very important that seemed to be conveyed to me while I was talking to him in my dream. I remember looking at his face, and while I was looking at his face, I tried to look into his eyes because I wanted to see what his eyes looked like. I just knew it was important. I knew how I had to look at his eyes. Maybe he wanted me to look at them. Probably. So as I was trying to intensely decipher and stare at his eyes, it seemed like they were hard to concentrate on. Like they were elusive in a way. And I was like, why? I was thinking to myself, why is it so hard to just pinpoint your eyes? Like, why are they so elusive? But I remember saying, I see your eyes, I'm looking at them, but it was like they were changing. And then I realized his eyes were in a state of transformation. Guys, this is This is powerful stuff. Listen to this for a second. His eyes were transforming. Now you see in this picture how they seem kind of yellow and like glowing and light. His eyes were similar to this, but it was a sparkle, like a spark was lit in his eyes. You know how you go to light a fire and you see sparks? Well, it seemed like they were glowing like this, and there was a spark lighting them. And it was like embers warming up. Now that's a very important sign. I think it states the time that we're at hand in right now. How when you read in the Bible about his second coming, it says that his eyes are on fire, they're aflame. They've been sparked, guys. They're sparked. And he let me know, this is my face. You are seeing my true likeness and form. There is no illusion. He said to me, this is not a representation. You are looking at my actual face. He made that clear to me, because I was thinking, oh, I wonder if this is, everybody says that they see him differently, and sometimes he does appear differently. He says, yes, I can appear differently to everyone depending on what they need and want. He said, but you were open to my true form, and you said that you want the truth and the likeness of the now, and you want to see me as I am, because I did. I said, I just want the truth, Lord. I just want to see things how they are. And he said, that's why I'm appearing to you this way, because it's very important that other people realize that this is the time, this is what is going on. And he made it very clear that there was no illusion to his face, that I was looking at his face exactly how it was at the present moment, not past, not future, not even a day, not even a second, what have you. And I knew that the wrath of God and his judgment has been sparked. And now it's really just a matter of time before his eyes become consumed. His spirit becomes consumed. The eyes are the window to the soul, or the spirit, and it's like it's gonna become engulfed in full rage and flame of the Lord in judgment. It's coming, guys. So I just wanted to also say that. So God bless. Talk soon.